Let's keep things moving by passing things over to my friend Steve Flynn, who has all things Summit County for us. Thanks so much, Steve, for popping in and hanging out with us this morning. What updates do you have?
Yes, Brittany, thank you. As always, there is a lot of action up here in the mountains in Summit County, and I'm here at Arapahoe Basin because they have a ton going on this week. First off, we got a bunch of snow last week throughout January, so they have a lot of new terrain openings, including the Zuma Bowl, and they're hosting the NSAA Safety Weekend here this weekend, January 27th and January 28th. I spoke with Shayna Silverman about what they have going on.
I am here with Shayna Silverman at Arapahoe Basin, and there is a ton of snow they just had last week. Sounds like you have a lot now open.
Yeah, we got a ton of fresh snow from the storm. I think last week we got over 3 feet, which is really incredible. We were able to open almost all of our poly terrain and beavers.
Wow.
And we even dropped the rope on Zuma Bowl.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
congratulations.
So, ton to come and check out.
Yeah, I'm excited to check it out. And I hear this weekend you're hosting NSAA Safety Weekend. It's the 27th and 28th, but tell me a little bit more about what's going on. What events are you hosting?
Yeah, so we're gonna have a vendor village with a bunch of sponsors right here in the base village. Make sure to stop by the A-Basin branded tent first. We'll give you a safety passport. If you take that to all of the vendors, they're gonna tell you a little bit about each of the NSAA Safety Responsibility Code. You'll get a stamp and then immediately be entered to win in a raffle once you've collected all of your stamps.
What else do you have coming up this week for us, or in the future than that?
Yeah, well, on top of more terrain opening back in Zuma Bowl, we have our team working hard back there. We're gonna have a bunch of events. We have the NSAA Safety Week. We'll also have a 6 Alley dinner on February 2nd coming up. And then we have moonlight dinners at the top of Black Mountain Lodge. And finally, we have our last uphill challenge, our rando race series, next Tuesday.
Well, thanks for the update. There's a lot going on here, so come out to A-Basin and join the fun.
I love skiing at Arapahoe Basin because it has fantastic terrain. What is really cool is they limit ticket sales every day to preserve your experience. So if you want to ski at the basin, get yours online in advance. Now let's hop on down Route 6 and chat with Sarah McLean about what they have going on at Keystone Resort.
I am here with Sarah at Keystone Resort. How are we doing, Sarah?
I'm doing awesome today. How about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. We had a bunch of snow here in January. How did that do for Keystone? What's open now?
Yeah, we got about 40 inches of snow in January and about a foot of that over the last week. So we're super excited. We've got about 99% of our terrain open. We opened Indy Bowl and Erickson Bowl, which you can access with our new Bergman lift. Now, if you ski Indy Bowl, you do have to hike back out. And we've got our windows terrain open as well for our advanced skiers and riders. So we're really excited to get almost all the way there with our terrain openings.
Well, that's great to hear. And I know you have an awesome terrain park. Where's that at?
Yeah, that's actually what we're waiting on. So we've got our Main Street and Park Lane trails in our terrain park that we're waiting on. And those should be ready pretty soon here. We're hoping for either this weekend or maybe early next week with those trails. But we do still have about 20 features or so currently open in Area 51, as well as our small jump line.
Yeah, still sounds like a lot of fun. I'll have to get out there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What else do you have going on at Keystone? What other fun events going on?
We've got all kinds of fun stuff going on, both on and off the snow with all of our terrain open now. We have 8 lanes of snow tubing at the top of Durkham, so right up of the River Run gondola here, as well as our snow fort. So if you haven't checked that out yet, plenty to do, whether you are on hill or want to stay out and hang out in the base area here.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Sarah. Thanks for the update. Come on out to Keystone and enjoy the fun.
As a part of the FDRD speaker series, Friends of the Dillon Ranger District host Chris Fisher and his Art of Elective Suffering. Chris Fisher is a Breckenridge resident and a high alpine record seeker that is very well known. Most recently, he broke the record for accomplishing climbing all of Colorado's 14,000 feet mountains in a single winter season. You can catch Chris and FDRD at Highside Brewing Wednesday, January 31st at 6 p.m. There's always a lot of fun the first Friday of every month in Silverthorne. This Friday, February 2nd, Silverthorne hosts their first Friday festival. They're putting on a Wish Lantern Festival. Stick around during the show for more information and details during that Silverthorne update. And last, the artists have finished sculpting at the International Snow Sculpting Competition. You can check out the final product during the viewing week, January 26th through January 31st, and put in your vote for People's Choice. That's all the action here in Summit County. Back to you in the studio, Brittany.
Fantastic, Steve. Are you going to be attending X Games at all? Am I going to see you there?
I am not this time. I have been in the past. It's always a lot of fun.
It's always a lot of fun. Well, I'll bring back lots of content for you, Steve. Don't you worry. We'll catch you next time.
I appreciate that, Brittany.